This is the public service announcement from Steve Crider. Steve Crider is not a doctor. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. He is not a nutritionist. Please consult your doctor before starting any program. He's just a fat guy feeling really good. So enjoy. Good morning. Steve here. Day 40. Let's weigh in. Oh yeah. Day 40. Hi guys. Well, big results today. First off, before we get to that, let's go over some new subscribers and some emails. Flight, Crawl Waltz, Zoa Films, Thick and Tired of It. I hope your journey goes well, man. If you have any questions, you need any help, brother, you contact me. Jim the Hunter MJ21, you like your guns, man, but thanks for following my journey. Cash Reject. Ryan, I want to say thank you for sending me that wonderful email. That was very inspiring. I'm glad that you have started back on your fast. And you finished your journey, man. I got an email from Kimmy. We're going to discuss that after we go over my weigh-ins. So, real quick, as you saw, 286, so that's a total of 47 pounds I've lost so far. So, I really question the validity of the very first scale I used. If I really weighed 330 pounds, I probably weighed a lot more than that. But, you know, that's where we're at. So I've probably really lost 50 pounds or more, but, you know, we're just going to keep it going with the facts that we know. Blood pressure, still rocking really good. Even checked it yesterday during the car accident, and it wasn't going up. So the fat is down from 52.7 to 50.1. Water weight has gone up a little bit. It's 41.6. It was 41.1. Muscle has gone up to 33%. It was 32.6. So suck on that, hater. I'm not losing water weight. Weight and fat's coming down. Water and muscle is going up. That's not water weight. Alright, measurements. Since day 30, my neck has gone from 18.5 to an 18. My arms, thank God, stayed the same. They're still 16. My chest dropped another inch, so it's now 50. The stomach is finally catching up with the chest. It's 52.5. It was 54. My waist only dropped an inch, so it's 45.5. And my thighs only dropped a half inch, which was, now they're 25.5. So, it's awesome. I'm still ahead of the days as far as weight loss. You know, it cracks me up when I hear news stories about, oh, this program is the most effective program. Their average people lose 12 pounds a year. I'm like, really? 12 pounds in a year? Mom's been doing this for 30 days and she's lost 12 pounds so far. She has MS. She's immobile. She can't exercise. She can't do anything. So, but she's also been eating regular food at night. I keep looking at my phone because I'm really wanting to pay attention to the time today. Because if we get too long, I may have to stop this and make a part 2. So, because I have a lot to cover. Kim sent me an email about Matt Monarch's video that she watched about sensitivities, being a raw foodist and being sensitivities. She also asked me what my plans were after the fast. So, first off, my plans are after the fast, I'm I'm still 100% sure I'm going vegan. I'll probably go raw the first 60 days after the fast, and then probably go 80% raw and do some cooked vegan food. You know, today in the Life Regenerator was talking on at the Woodstock Fruit Festival about, you know, carnivores. You know, big lion goes and tackles a gazelle, and he didn't cook it, he eats it. But yet we cook our food, and people are sick and fat and, you know, dying. So I think there's some truth to that. So I don't know. It's been an amazing journey so far. The sensitivity to things. I'm having a little trouble with the smoke, you know, the nicotine thing. But like Friday night when we were at the ball game, we're in the stands, and people, they're smokers down. They're still in the stadium area, but they're down off smoking, and it's coming right across the bleachers. And it didn't make me want a cigarette. It made me angry, so angry. You know, to the, like, we're on public school property, and you're smoking, really? And there's police officers down there smoking too, and it's like, what, really? You know, I mean, this is public school grounds. There shouldn't be any smoking whatsoever anywhere. So when I was a smoker, I was always sensitive to other people's, you know, I didn't want to smell like smoke. I didn't want to smoke around people. I was kind of a closet smoker. So that kind of made me angry. But as far as sensitivities, like when I walk into Walmart, Walmart has the door I walk in. I may start coming in a different door. But when you walk in the door, they have their little deli area where they've got their fried chicken and their fried okra and all the yummy little deli bistro things. And that smell has been making me nauseous, and like to me it's starting to smell like rotting flesh. And unfortunately, that's something I know I know that smell. You know, that's a smell I unfortunately got introduced to when I was younger. We had to go clean out a house where a guy hung himself, and it was only like 2 or 3 days after they had removed his body from the house, and my father had us over there cleaning out this house when we were teenagers, so I know what that smell smells like. So that's what it smells like to me. It's to me it just smells putrefied. It doesn't smell good. I mean, to other people it smells wonderful, but it's the journey that I'm on. It's just I've changed so much, and I know it's only been 40 days, and people are like, "Oh, you can't change that much in 40 days." I really have. It's like the lady that hit me yesterday. I just wanted to hug her after the officer left. You know, when first thing I said to him, I was like, "Look, I stopped, and then she pulled up and stopped. Then I went, and then she hit me." And I was like, "Don't give her a ticket, man. She stopped. I saw her stop. You know, so please don't give her a ticket." And he didn't. But, you know, the old me would have been like, "Give her a ticket, man. She tried to kill me," you know. And I just, you know, I'm so different. I mean, the lady was a little bit overweight. I just wanted to give her a hug the whole time we were there. I was wanting to tell her about juice. I wanted to tell the officer about juice. When I was getting my ticket from the forest ranger, I was telling him about juice. When I walked back over to the picnic table where my daughters were at, my daughter was like, "You were talking about juice, weren't you?" And I was like, "Yeah, I was," you know. And she was like, "Oh, Dad." But she's finally starting to get it because, you know, we were at a scrimmage about a week ago, and one of the referees was seriously obese, and I was like, "Man, that guy really needs some juice." And she laughed. She thought it was funny. So it's been kind of our little ongoing thing. When I was driving him home the other night, this car passed us, and this seriously obese woman is just like, I think she had a Coke on her chest, on her belly, and she's all passed out and looked weird. And Madison starts laughing, and she's like, "Oh my God, Dad, that lady needs some juice." And I'm like, "Hey, don't laugh." Because, you know, when we're obese, and when I see obese people now, it's just like I just want to go up and hug them and say, "You know what, you're not trapped. There is an answer. There's a way out of this. You don't have to be this way." And that's the path I am beginning to go on. The more I think about it, the more I work on it, the more people find out how much I've lost. They come to me. I get emails from people constantly. I've been giving my number out, like, "Robin, you know, if you ever need some help, sincerely, give me a call. You know, I'm glad you're doing a feast and you're trying to change your life. But hey, it's tough. It can be tough. It can't be as easy for everyone else to do it as easy as it's been for me. But I'm serious. Whenever I see someone that's obese, I just want to grab them and hug them and say, hey, you're not trapped. You don't have to be this way. Your life can change in so many ways. They talk about becoming part of the light. You're enlightened. You become part of the light, and you just want to shout it from the mountaintops and tell the world, hey, put that rack of ribs down and drink this or eat this. It's just amazing. I watched a couple of Matt's videos. I do like his wife. I watched an interview that Matthew Armstrong had with Angela Stokes Monarch about her sensitivities and her journey as losing all the weight and her raw food journey. I thought it was very interesting when she was talking about that she was just, her energy levels were just beaming, and she would walk past a car and set up a car alarm. And I've had some of that too, and I know some of you will be like, oh no, you've gone too far, Steve. But when I'm in the store and I'm pushing my shopping carts, like I get this little electrical current that feels like on the back of my knuckles, on the back of my hands. Not on my palms, but it's on the back of my hands. And when you're projecting energy in martial arts, it's all coming through your palms. So I thought it was a little unusual that it was all in the back of my hands. And I walked up to a big pole and pow! I mean, it arced. It arced. And it stopped because I grounded myself out there. But me and the kids were in the store the other night before we went on our little trip. I reached for a loaf of bread for them to make sandwiches for them, and shocked myself on a loaf of bread. Now, how is that even possible? How can you shock yourself on a loaf of bread? But I promise you that it really did happen. But it's been amazing so far, and helping people and wanting to help people and let them know that there's a way out. I mean, 60% of the U.S. population is overweight, and I think that's growing every day. Next time you are by a school that's letting out a school, just look at the kids. They're chubby little faces and their chubby little bodies, and it's just like, it shouldn't be that way. I remember when I was in school, there weren't any obese children. I mean, I can't think or remember. I mean, someone might have been chunky, but they weren't obese. And it's just, and those ones that were chunky, their parents were big people. So it's really bizarre how different you look at the world and see things, and it's amazing that the way you just want to help people. Before I didn't want to help anyone. I couldn't even help myself. Why would I help anyone? Why would I hug a complete stranger that just hit my car? But I wanted to, and when I was leaving the accident the other day, I grabbed, lady had her arm hanging out the window, and I was like, hey, I'm glad neither one of us got hurt. I got to, I touched her, made contact. I was like, I'm glad you're not hurt. I'm not hurt. Next time, hopefully, we bump into each other, it'll be, a nicer type setting. So I know that may sound weird, and when I first started this journey, it was all about weight loss and getting healthy and not getting cancer ever or heart disease, and it's becoming so much more. It's kind of bizarre. And when I first started doing this, I would watch videos like not Matthew Armstrong's, but Matthew Monarch's videos, and think, boy, this dude is just a crazy hippie. And it's like my hair is getting longer, and every day it's like, I don't even want to cut it. And my daughter was like, you know what, why don't you just let it grow out and do it like you used to do it in high school? And I'm like, well, I don't think it'll do that because it's a little different texture than what it was then, but it is definitely softer. So I threw the hat on today. I was going to try to do something with my hair, but I really wanted to get this video response up for Kimmy. So let me see where we're at on time, and we'll maybe